I'm Ali Berryman. I'm 13 and I've been paddling since I was 8 years old, so about 5 years. My biggest achievement in paddling would probably be having been nominated for the National Development Squad for the last 2 years.
I'm Rachel Crosbee. I've been paddling for a very long time, it's probably as long as I could walk. And I started competing when I was 13. My best achievement was making 2 Olympics and coming 4th in a World Championships in 1994.
I'm Sarah Crosbee, I'm 14 and I've been paddling for around 10 or 12 years. My biggest achievement's probably making National Development Squad at the start of this year.
So I'm Claire, I'm 18 years old, I've been paddling for 8 years. My biggest achievements are making the National Talent Squad for 3 consecutive years and going across to Europe and competing in the European Association Cups and making the finals there.
So my name's Abby Collins, I am 18 years old and I've been paddling for about 4 years. My biggest achievements would probably be making the National Development Squad 2 years in a row.
I'm Georgie. I've been paddling for 5 years now, and my biggest achievement probably was making the Australian junior team this year.
I love this sport because it's like a competition that you can make as much or as little out of it as you want. It's a real challenge, it's a thinking kind of sport, but it's also exciting and it really gives you a good feeling when you get things right. But I also would say that it's a sport that you can find a lot of different ways to enjoy it. It's got something there for everyone.
I love about this sport that it takes you different places. I've found new places in Australia I've never been to before and gone to New Zealand.
I love that it's really challenging and technical, so you really are pushed out of your comfort zone. But it's really rewarding when you get the moves right or you do something that you haven't been able to do before.
What I love is that, like, no matter how many times you've done a move, like, you can always get a thrill out of whatever you're doing because it's just so fun and every single time is so different. And also the social aspect of the sport. Like, I've made some of my closest friends doing this and it's just really great because you're going to have them forever.
My biggest challenge was probably getting over my fear of the white water. I used to be really scared of trying anything. I would just sit in the eddies and cry. And then I started to try it more and it just gets a lot more exciting and more fun. It's a better experience.
In terms of being a female in the sport, in many ways I think it's given me more advantages and disadvantages. Being a small number, there's more opportunities sometimes and it kind of pushes you together as a community.
When I started, I was versing my sister who's 2 years older than me and girls that were older than me, and there were only 2 of us in my age group, and now Alex has moved to Japan, so now it's just 1 of us.
There's only, I think at the moment there's about 5 girls who are competing for junior team and even less for under 23s.
Because it's male dominated and there's less women, you know, there's more of a chance of getting onto teams.
Last year I was going for junior team, so that was a huge focus for me. At the moment I'm just trying to keep training and just enjoy the sport as much as I can. At the start of next year I was hoping to try out for the junior team for the first time. I was wanting to progress to the next level of my kayaking.
At the moment I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, and I'm also coaching because I like seeing people come up through the sport and getting the same stuff out of it that I did.
So I'm meant to be in Europe right now, but unfortunately coronavirus has taken that away from me. So I'm going to have to wait until I'm under 23 for the chance to paddle in Europe or go to the championships. So that will be my aim, making under 23s or one-day senior team.
So I can really talk more about the impacts of the coronavirus, I think, on those guys that have maybe made a team or a squad for the first time, maybe the national development squad, or maybe the junior team, or the seniors and getting World Cups for the first time, or the Olympics. When you're at that level, you're really guided by and driven by the goals that you've got, and to have that uncertainty to start off with, you didn't really know what was going to happen, if they were really cancelled or not. It must have been really difficult for them, I think. But well, from my understanding, I think they all seem to have risen to the challenge.
So I think that coronavirus, for a short amount of time, did put a halt, but since then has actually been helpful for me because I've been doing a lot more training and it's been a lot more intense. So.
I think that other girls should take up this sport because it's really fun and you make friends that you have for life and you learn to rely on yourself and many other values.
There's a lot of opportunities to grow and like it's just such a great social aspect. To any other girls that want to continue developing in sport or any other sport, don't let the fact that you're a woman and maybe in the minority like stop you.
I just say to enjoy it. If you're wanting to progress more, keep on giving yourself more challenges and yeah, just give things a go.
Often, particularly high school girls, they may drift away from other more traditional sports, and kayaking is just so different and so fun, and it's the community and the bonding that I think is so important, and also just those little challenges, those little steps and improvements that you can make is empowering, I think, as a young girl growing up. So yeah, give it a go and it's fun.
I recommend this sport strongly to all females because it's got different levels. The level that I'm at the moment is getting more challenging. You're trying to push yourself a bit more. But when you're beginning, it's just about having fun and being on the water, and it's so nice to be outside and in the environment.
I started a session last year for primary school age girls with anxiety because I find the sport really helps you get out of your comfort zone but in a safe environment. It's an individual sport, but it's a really fun environment to be in because everyone's really passionate about the sport.